playing with young Eddie Murphy. I traveled all the way across the world. You already know what it is before it all started, before the suits and everything. I'm just happy to be here to tell my story with my friend Rich. You know Rich has set it up for Eddie Murphy to wear the tight suits and the lyrics. And then I wrote another one in Raw, and I did all the clubs and everything like that. So Gene, this is a pleasure to be here. You know, I don't talk with him if I get a little weight.
Look good to me.
That's, you know, mistakes. I am so we just happy to be here. We're going to put on the show for these people. These people came to see us. Hey, every day you come to a place like Kansas, I don't even know if Dorothy even know how the wind is out here in Kansas City. But Eddie Murphy happy to be here with this tight sweater on. Eddie Murphy do a lot of voices. Eddie Murphy love kids.
Gene did his fair share of stuff as well. Of course, Blazing Saddles. But his biggest one was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you all know. The time he actually was walking little by little, and when he opened up the place where you see all the candy, everybody's going to eat the candy, where he actually walked, and then he tumbled over. That was his shtick. He made that up as he was going. It was all improv. So if you ever saw Gene Wilder do that, remember that show when he did it. That was all improv. And then they decided to leave it in there. So that was his deal. Gene did Blazing Saddles as well with Richard Pryor. That's the first time they met on stage. Of course, Gene was ended up in the actual show where Richard Pryor was supposed to be the policeman or the sheriff, but he ended up not being the sheriff because of the drug issues he was having. So they found him in a different state on an airplane, and they were saying, where's Richard? He says, I don't know. So he gets to get him on the phone, and Richard said, well, I'm out someplace, and I can't remember what he said. And I said, well, you've got to be here on set because we're shooting this thing, so you know the director said, you know what, you're done. He was actually on the set for a little while, but they threw him out. Cleveland Little came out and did the actual show, as you saw. And they ended up getting together. That's Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor met actually on that set with Mel Brooks.
We can sit here go on and on all day. I can tell about party all the time. I can tell about all the songs. I can tell about the song, the time I did with Michael Jackson. But we already knew how we became stars without a good friend Rich. And we're going to tell this story tonight. So y'all sit back, y'all relax, hold on to it, because you're going to take a ride with us as we show you how Richard Pryor became who he was and the living he is for these kids today. So, Gene, you ready?
I'm ready.
Those spirit of Richard, so, you know, I feel Richard somewhere, so we might want to go and see it up there. You know how Richard is.
Okay. Sounds good.
So we see y'all later. Richard Pryor story. This is how the man behind the comics started.
Enjoy.